Hello, my name is Lee, and today I will rate all Gen 4 Pokemon. Check out my previous videos if you want to see my opinion on Gen 1, 2, and 3 Pokemon. Gen 4 is... Wait, should I make this louder? I think the background music might be... Whatever. Maybe it's a bit quiet. Gen 4 is actually one of my favorites. Gen 1 has my favorite Pokemon. Gen 2 is my favorite gen overall, but I think there's a really special place in my heart for Gen 4. It was the last one that I thoroughly enjoyed before I haven't played Gen 5 until very recently, like after 10 years of pause. So it's like, that is the last gen that's still nostalgic for me, basically. And I like how it's almost a sequel to previous gens, with how many evolutions there are from first gen and pre-evolutions and stuff. Anyway, let's get into it. Turtwig. I think Turtwig is fine. I like the little thing it has on its head. I like turtles. But it's not as cute as others, so I'll give it a B tier. Grotle is a weird middle stage. It no longer looks like a turtle. I don't really like it. It's a C tier. Torterra, however, I like that it's just a thing that has a tree on its back, like in a landscape almost. I think it's creative to have a grass ground turtle. I'll give it an A tier, actually. I really like it. Chimchar, or Chimchar, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's a monkey. It's actually, its evolutions are my favorite of this gen's starters. But the first one, I don't know. I don't like lanky monkey. I don't like it. But it's not bad, so also B tier. Monferno, weird middle stage. No longer cute, but not yet badass. It's a C tier. Infernape, I love. That's like classic. I think it's almost on the same. Maybe it's not quite the same level as Charizard, but a really badass fire starter final evolution nonetheless. I give it an S tier. I really love it, and I pretty much always pick this one because I always think, oh, this time I'll go with something else, but then if I go with something else, it's just forever in the PC box and I never use it. But Infernape is awesome. It's badass. Piplup, I love penguins. I think this is the best penguin of the few penguin Pokemon we have. Because it is cute, it gets an A tier. Prinplup, however, is the bad version, bad middle stage, C tier. Empoleon, I like what they tried, like a steel king badass. I don't like the result, however. It's weird claw wings and the face looks stupid. It's like a King DDD guy. I don't know. I don't like it. It's a D tier. No, it's a C tier. It's not that bad. It's a C tier. Starly, I love. I know it's just a regular bird, which I always complain about, that it's not creative. But I like the beak. I like that it looks fierce. I like the little hair thing it has. It's really cute. I'll give it a B tier. Staravia is cool. The features are a bit more prominent. It looks like a more badass version, basically, so still B tier. Staraptor I love. I love its hair. I love how it has like almost owl-like ears. And like it looks really strong and mean and cool and badass. Would I give it an S tier? Sure, I'll give it an S tier. I really like it. Bidoof can suck a donk. It's a stupid rodent. It looks so... I guess it gets a few plus points because it looks so stupid that it's almost funny again. But I'd give it a D tier. I'm sorry, Bidoof. Beaverell, how is it pronounced? It's really stupid. I hate it. That's an F tier. Cricketot, a bug. I guess it looks kind of creative, but it's weak and unnecessary, so C tier. Cricketoon. I like its mustache. I like its call. I think it's infamous for its long and silly call. But it's still just a cricket, so C tier. I never understood the need for bad, normal, like regular, not normal type, but like mundane Pokemon. Shinx is fun. A B tier. It's cute. Luxio is a bit more fierce. I like the crazy eyes they have, this line. Also B tier. Luxray is fine. It is badass, but it's also... there's something missing, you know, and I feel like if it was dark type, it would also be cooler. But it's good. It's another B tier. Badoo is fine. It's cute. This is the first Prevolution of this gen to something that previously existed, and I like it for that. It's not that great actually, but I'll give it a B tier. Roserade is, in my opinion, a cool evolution to Roselia. Like Roselia with the closed eyes, it's okay, but this is like a charming gentleman / woman, like mysterious, with like two rose, like bouquet arms. That's cool. I like it. It's a B tier. Cranidos. I feel like many people are not a fan of the newer fossil Pokemon, but I like this one. And like, it's basically just a dinosaur that already exists, but as a Pokemon. But it's cute. I'll give it a B tier. Rampardos, I'll have to admit it's not a great design, maybe, but I love the gimmick of having insane attack stat. I actually like it. I cannot tell you why, because I know it's not that great, but I'll give it an A tier. Shieldon is fun. I think this looks... the fact that it looks so silly is actually kind of charming. I'll give it a B tier. Bastiodon. Now I get it why people think this looks like an ugly monster, because it kind of does. But I love it. Like, it has an actual wall or rampart. I guess the other one's called Rampardos. But this one is also... it's really cool. I love it. It's a shield. Yeah, it's a shield Pokemon, but it looks very sturdy. I guess I like how the stats look like they belong to this Pokemon, you know? Like, Shuckle doesn't look like something with the highest defense ever. This thing does, however. B tier. Burmy. I know there's a real bug that looks like this, but I still think it looks stupid. C tier. Wormadam. It's not a very creative evolution. It's kind of the same thing, but slightly different. Also C tier. Mothim is just a moth. I think Dustox is a lot cooler. I think Venomoth is a lot cooler. It wasn't needed. We didn't need another moth. Sorry. I'll give it a D tier actually. Combi is really cool. That's how you do insects, in my opinion, in Pokemon. It's creative. It combines two things, honeycomb and bee. Looks silly with 3 heads. Reminds me of first gen Pokemon, but I love it. It's really cute. A tier. Wesper Queen, I also like. Still creative, still combines bee with honeycomb, but it actually looks like a cool queen. Like, very cool. I'll give it an A tier as well. Pachirisu, this gen's Pikachu. I'm sorry. It's cute. I think this is one of the better Pikachu clones, but I still think it's dumb that there's Pikachu clones. We already have Pikachu. Why do you need another successful mascot? This one, Pikachu, is fine enough. That's why I'll only give it a C tier. It would be a B tier, but stop doing these, please. Breezel is a sea weasel. I really like it. Like how it has the lifesaver, or raft, I guess, around its neck. It's cute. It has the little rotor blade tiles, miles per hour tail, you know, from Sonic. I guess his name's Tails. That's what I was trying to say. I'll give it an A tier. And Floatzel gets an A tier as well. I like how it becomes more of a boat. I guess it's not too great of an evolution. It's kind of too similar, but I still like it a lot. Cherubi. Not that creative. It's just a cherry with a face. C tier. Cherrim. I mean, this version, the main one, actually looks dumb, but the sun version is really cute and I like it. I guess if I was to rate the sun version only, it would be a B tier. The other one would be a C tier, so it's a BC tier. Shallows I really like. It's a slug. And I don't like slugs in real life, but this one is fun. Like, I like the silly mouth, the little, like, almost hair-like tufts of sluggishness on the top. I like that it has a, is it a west? Yeah, it's a west and east sea version. It's really cool. I like it. I've never used it in-game, I think, which I really should. Did I rate it? I'll give it an B tier. Gastrodon also gets a B tier. It still looks cool. I don't know what it is. I can see how people might think it looks silly, but yeah, and if I have to, I think the pink version I like a little bit more. Because the pink-brown is like, the other one's a bit too crass. The colors, it's like too ugly, I feel like. The pink one's more subdued. Ambipom, an evolution to Aipom. A Pokemon I already didn't like very much. This actually is awful. I think Aipom was fine. Not great, but fine. This just makes it more ugly. D tier. Just an Aipom, which is worse. Drifloon, I love Drifloon. That's an S tier. It is so cute, but it's one of those Pokédex entries that is super creepy. Like it abducts children for them to never be found again. Like they hold on to it and are carried off. That's dark, and I like ghost Pokemon and their entries in the Pokédex. It's always fun. But it also looks so cute. The little cloud hair, the thing. It's awesome. Definitely S tier. Also ghost flying, cool type. Drifblim loses a lot of the cuteness, but it's more of a hot air balloon. It's almost like a Zeppelin or something. I still like it, but I like it less, so it's a B tier. Buneary. It's cute. This is a normal type that I like, because it doesn't look just like a rabbit. It has the wool thing going on. Looks very, very cute. So it gets a B tier. Ooh, and Lopunny. It's a Neurogen thing to always include a fuckable one. This is this gen's fuckable Pokemon. It is very appealing, yes. Fuck it, I'll give it an S tier. I like how it has the boots, like the tall boots. And then like almost what are they called? Like you put your hands into them to warm them. That's really cute how it does that. The bunny ears, which aren't just bunny ears, but they have the wool thing. And then the cool eyebrows. It looks super cute. S tier. Mismagius. A great evolution to Misdreavus. I liked Misdreavus a lot. But I think it needed an evolution to be like relevant. To stay relevant, I guess, because of power creep. I know Mismagius isn't that great either, but it's cool. It looks more like a witch. Like this is how ghost Pokemon should be, like sinister. It's really cool. S tier. Honchkrow. Oh my god, I forgot about Honchkrow. It is awesome. Also S tier. I like how it has a hat. It's like a mafioso. It actually is the big boss Pokemon. That's so cool. I like bird Pokemon anyway, but Murkrow, there was something missing. It was already good, but this is like the cherry on top, the cherrim on top. Honchkrow it's so awesome, S tier. I love how they took these Gen 2 Pokemon that only had a single stage and made them into something awesome. So that newer players can still enjoy these old designs. Glameow, the cat Pokemon. Guess it's not that creative, it's just a cat. It evolves at level 38, which is kind of silly. I like the Springtail, but it's just a cat. Meowth is the superior cat, I'm sorry. This one gets a C tier. Purugly is pretty damn ugly. I don't like this design. It's too much. So I'll give it a D tier. Chingling. It's one of the unnecessary pre-evolutions, but it's fine. I actually like it more than its evolution, I guess. It's Little Bell. It's a C tier. Oh, Stunky, the butt-face Pokemon. It's fine. I know people... There's a clear divide between those who like the butt face and those who don't. Still not sure which part of the divide I'm on. I think I'm on the pro butt face side. I like it. It's a fine. But I'll only give it a C tier. Because it's not that appealing to look at. Skuntank. I mean, it's just a skunk, it's not that special. So also C tier. Bronzor is fine. I mean, there's not much going on in this design, but having a Gong Pokemon, like that looks like withered, or I guess it's oxidized bronze that looks like this. I always liked the oxidized bronze color. It's fun, it's fine. C tier. Bronzong is where it's at. This one becomes an actual Gong, or actually it's more like a bell. Yeah, it's a bronze bell Pokemon. But I like the eyes, like it looks creepy with the mouth, like how it is hollow like a bell. But I also like it in the game, like Steel Psychic. We already had Metagross, but this is a more defensive version. Looks really cool. A tier. I like Bronzong a lot. Bonsly, I know they introduced a lot of baby Pokemon in 2nd gen, and I disliked it there. I think the babies introduced this gen are much more... Like, they actually are baby versions of adult Pokemon, so they make more sense than... Like, Jigglypuff and Clefairy and stuff. They already were babies, kind of. But I know a lot of people love Sudowoodo. I don't like it a whole lot. I like Bonsly a lot more, like a little bonsai tree. It's cute. I'll give it a B tier. I think this is a good addition to as a pre-evolution. Mime Jr. Doesn't look too bad, I have to admit. It's like a little clown with silly hair. I don't know. I'm sorry for being quiet. I'm having a crisis. I don't want to rate this very high. It gets a C tier. It shouldn't be held responsible for the crimes of its forefathers. Just Mr. Mime. Happy Knee! That's not a necessary pre-evolution, I'm sorry. I don't like how it already has an egg. Like, I think that should have been a Chansey and Blissey thing only. It should be more like an actual egg, I feel like. Like, you know how Chansey has a little egg, like Kangaskhan needs a pre-evolution. Finally. I think it would be fun if it was just like a single execute or something. I don't know, C tier. Chatot. I like it. It's just it's a music note Pokemon, okay? It's a, what are they called? Not a budgie, but I can't think of the English name, I'm sorry, but it's cool how it has a music note as a face. I like the gimmick of its call. It's not that strong, which is a shame, but I've used it in my first playthrough. B tier. No, actually A tier. I like the design a lot. It's an A tier. Ooh, Spiritomb. The other one with no weaknesses is really fun. Yeah, it looks creepy, like all ghost Pokemon should. It's Ghost Dark, actually. So it makes even more sense. A tier. Gible! I love Gible. It's cute and fierce, much like the first stage of Tyranitar. It's really great. I like the color scheme, like it's like a shark, it looks like a weapon almost. A tier. Gabite or Gabite. Gabite is it? Yeah. It's fine. As a middle evolution, it's too uninspired. It's too much like Garchomp, I feel like. It should stand more on its own. So C tier. Garchomp, one of my absolute favorites. This is an awesome dragon Pokemon. I know it stands for power creep because it was very, very powerful in 4th gen. Still is, especially now that there's Mega Garchomp. But I love it. I loved it in the Dual Tower. I like how it had, like, the moveset was Dragon Claw, Fire Fang, Earthquake, Dragon... No, not Dragon Dance. Doesn't get that. That would be too strong. Swords Dance. I really, really like it. S tier. Like, it looks so dangerous. I like the land shark idea. Almost like a Boulay in Dungeons and Dragons. The color scheme is great. Garchomp is one of my absolute favorites. Like, it would be in my top 10, I feel like. Munchlax. Another baby that we needed, I feel like. Snorlax was really fine and fun as a single Pokemon, but adding a baby version makes so much sense. I love how it looks with its eyes and the mouth. It's really fun. I love it. And it was the first Gen 4 Pokemon to be revealed to the public. And I think they made a good choice revealing this one. So, A tier, A tier. Riolu, it's a fine pre-evolution to Lucario. I like the ears. Yeah, I like it a lot, actually. Is the music too... Oops, sorry. This song sounds louder than the others. B tier. Lucario is cool. I know furries like it for some reason. That's why it's so popular. I like it. It's like a bipedal fighting dog with like spikes on the back of its hand, which aren't that useful. It's a B tier. I really like Lucario. Hippopotas is... I don't like the eyes on top. It's almost frog-like. I kind of like the camo pattern it has. I don't like the huge nose holes. It's a C tier. Hippowdon is better. I like that it has holes as its whiskers. I like the huge teeth. I like that it has friggin' trypophobia inducing holes on its back that spout sand from them. It's more badass, so B tier. Skorupi is fine. It's fun, actually. It's a scorpion, but it also looks like a paper thing. Like, you could fold it. It's cute, and I like that it's a bug Pokemon, so... For some reason I thought it was not a bug Pokemon. But I mean, it makes sense, because... I don't know. It's a B tier. Oh, its evolution is a poison dark type, that's why. And I like how it looks less bug type and more like a monstrosity. That makes sense, I feel like. Drapion is really cool. Like, it's so long, and it's so weirdly shaped. Then again, it does look kind of ugly. A B tier. It's fine, but I can get if you don't like it. Croagunk, I like. I like how we already have frog Pokemon, a lot of them, but this is a very unique frog. It's like a fighting frog that's not actually water type. I like the way it looks, like its silly eyes and mouth. It's a B tier. Toxicroak. I really like its claws and the sack it has. It's a poison fighting. It's a cool typing. I've used it in my playthrough of a... the screen shakes a lot. Of a fan-made Pokemon game that had almost every Pokemon, I feel like, up to 7th gen. It's really cool. Yeah. A tier. I need to drink something, sorry. Carnivine is cool. I wish it was stronger or had like a gimmick going for it. But it's a cool... We didn't have this type of flesh-eating plant yet, even though we had different ones already. So I think it's a cool addition. I wish it had an evolution. I think this one's really in need of a cool evolution, or maybe a mega evolution. Yeah, bring back mega evolutions. Did I give it a tier? I'll give it a B tier. Finneon, a boring fish. I like the colors, I guess. C tier. Lumineon, another boring fish. C tier. Mantike, an unneeded Prevolution. So... leveled up with a Remoraid in the party, I didn't know that. C tier. Actually D tier, I don't like it at all. What is this song? Snover. This is super distracting because I'm listening to the soundtrack in the background. Snover is fun. It's a snow tree Pokemon. It's not a great design, so only C tier. Oops. But Abomasnow is fun. It's a Yeti and frozen tree Pokemon in one. I like the things over its mouth, the Zoidbergies. I like how thick it is, like how it has its boobs covered. I like the Mega Evolution really a lot. It looks crazy. B tier. Only B tier. Because it's not among my favorites, but I appreciate the effort that went into this Pokemon. Weavile is an evolution that I don't think we needed, but they did a good job with it. It does look mean and like a prankster, you know, but really dangerous. I like its hair. I really like it, so A tier. Now the next one, Magnezone. I feel like a lot of people don't like it because like I think Magnemite was the only one where it made sense that it evolves by 3 being stuck together because it's a magnet. And I know this is a step removed from that because it's not just 5 Magnemites or something, which would be stupid, but also kind of funny. I really like how streamlined it is. It looks like a UFO, which is super cool. I like its evil eye. It looks like it should be able to shoot lasers, which I guess it does with that one light cannon attack. But I feel like it should get a fire attack, like called Laser Beam. That would be cool. I like the antenna. It's so cool, and I love its call it has, like... I know it'll sound crazy, but I'll give it an S tier. I love Magnezone. Like because it looks like a UFO and has a crazy call. That's pretty much all the reason there is. Licky, not a necessary evolution of Lickitung. It just has a Wi-Fi symbol on its belly, and the tongue somehow got shorter and the tail less unique. I don't like it. It's a D tier. However, Rhyperior, I'm not a big fan of the added colors with the belt, but I do like how it's essentially more badass with a huge ass horn and the Metagross-like arms. And the tail, of course. Like, it looks super thick. I like how its stats are insanely high, even though it still kind of sucks because of the quadruple weakness. It's a B tier. Tangrowth. Now that's also a very good evolution of a first gen Pokemon. Tangela, I guess, was fine in that it was a ball, you know. I don't know what that means, what I just said. This one has more of a unique shape with like its weird spaghetti arms. I think it's fine, and I like its stat distribution. It's really cool. I'll give it a B tier as well. Electivire. I don't think Electabuzz didn't need an evolution, or maybe it could have gotten a mega evolution later. But this is cool. I like the red eyes on the black mask-like thing almost. I like the little things it still has. Its hands look cool. And then the cords coming out of its back. I think it has a cool call as well. B tier. Magmortar, I feel like, is an improvement to the very unfortunately shaped Magmar. I like how it has cannon arms. I don't really like how it's a weird pink blob with it. Looks too clownish, I feel like. So it's a C tier, but it's like almost a B tier. Togekiss. What Togepi needed to evolve into. It is great. It's like an angel Pokemon, but it's still like egg-shaped, like overall, which is really fun. It's almost like a jet plane. You know how it's always like almost like a stealth bomber. I don't know, like a really thick stealth bomber. It still has the patterns, the color scheme. I love Togekiss. It's an S tier for me. I also like doing the flinch thing that everyone hates. Yanmega. I think Yanma definitely needed an evolution. They could have been a bit more creative, I feel like, but it goes for the prehistoric badass insect angle, which isn't too bad, so it's okay. It's a C tier because it's just an insect, but it's not bad. Leafeon. It's a really fun evolution of Eevee. Not among my favorites, but as far as, like, when I imagine a plant one, I think they did a good job. I like how it has, like, the cracked leaf aesthetic. Maybe they could add, like, a autumn version where it's, like, reddish. That would be really cool, I feel like. A tier. It's an evolution. I cannot rate it any lower. Glaceon is a really cool evolution. I also used this in that one Pokemon fan game. It's too bad it has a kind of bad moveset, and ice Pokemon suck in general, but I like the thing, like how they are not even the ears, but I don't know what comes out in front. I feel like they could have been more creative, like they did with Vaporeon. Like, there's really not an ice element to it, other than vaguely diamond-shaped things and being blue. Like, it could still be water type, so... But I like it a lot, so A tier. Gliscor is a fine evolution of, what's it called, Gligar. I like how it is more badass. I don't like its face a lot. It looks really silly, kind of too creepy. Like, I can imagine this coming to life, like, as a doll and eating my face. I'll only give it a C tier. Mamoswine. That's the much needed evolution of Piloswine. I love how it's a mammoth. I like elephants. Mammoths are kind of like elephants. I like the ridiculously huge tusks. I like how it has like a mask with silly eyes. I like how it still has the pig nose, because it's a pig mammoth. I guess mammoths did have the snout thing, like elephants do. Trunk. I really like the design, and I like it in game, so... A tier. Not quite an S tier, but A tier for sure. Porygon Z. I like that it is a corrupted version of Porygon 2, so it kind of makes sense for the computer evolution, you know. I feel like I would have liked a more like 4-dimensional thing, maybe. I don't know how they would have pulled that off, because humans cannot comprehend the 4th dimension. But like if it was like a Tesseract or something, I feel like that would have been cooler. But still, I'll give it a C tier. It's not that creative. Oh, I like this song. Gallade. I like that it's a more badass version of Gardevoir. Like a, not badass, but like more martial arts focused. Wait. Gallade? No, Kirlia, I don't think it fits as an evolution from Kirlia too much. I don't like how it is male only. I had to look that up. Like, Gardevoir can be male and female. Why can't this be female? It's stupid. I don't like it. It's sexist. So, but still, the design is cool. It's B tier. Wow, there's a lot of Pokemon in this gen. Probopass sucks. I kind of like the original was already bad. I think they tried to salvage it by exaggerating it even more. I like the Groucho Marx aspect. I don't like its face coming out of it, kind of. I don't like how there's 3 more nose passes stuck to it. I'm like torn between F tier and B tier. Because it's like, it's so bad, I'll give it a B tier, sure. I think it probably gets enough hate. No, sorry, I can't give it a B tier. It's a C tier. I don't know. I almost don't want to tier this. It's like too much. It shouldn't exist. Dusk Noir is really cool. I don't think it was needed for there to be an evolution to Dusclops. But I'm glad we got this guy. It looks like a more badass version. I like how it has the face on its belly. Yeah, but I don't think it was necessary. I like Dusclops. But this is, I mean, it's cool. I'll give it a B tier. Frostlass. I like that we have an alternative to Glalie, because Glalie is kind of weird. This looks more like it doesn't really look like an evolution of Snorunt. I don't like how it's also only female. Like, I get it that we have some Pokemon like that, like Nidoran or Nidoqueen. Like with, what is it called? What is it called? Dysmorphism between gender. That's a cool aspect in nature that I think is cool to have in Pokemon. But like, this looks like its own species. I don't know. I don't like it actually. The head with the too small, almost looks like it is a fish on top of a woman ghost with weird fins. I know it's inspired by some Japanese legend stuff, but that's only a C tier for me. I don't like the design at all. Rotom is really cool. The base form is a bit too simple, I feel like, but I love the different appliances. I love Heat Rotom, like how it almost has oven mitt as hands. I like the Wash Rotom. The Frost Rotom is a bit weird, but I love the Fan Rotom. The Mow Rotom is fun with its mouth. I love them all. I love Rotom. It's an A tier. They are all A tier. If I had to pick a favorite, it would be Heat Rotom and Wash Rotom. If I had to pick a least favorite, it would be Frost Rotom. Uxie, or Uxie, actually it's Uxie. Don't like how it has closed eyes, how it's always sleeping. I think the Pokedex entry is something weird too, like it erases all your memories or something if you look it in the eyes. I don't like these fairies that aren't even fairies, they're the psychic types. I don't like any of them that much, so C tier. Mesprit is also a C tier. I don't like its weird face, its weird eyes, the weird hair. Azelf might be my favorite of the three, but it's still C tier. Like, it looks the cutest, I guess, and I like how it is offensive. Dialga, that's where they went overboard with designing, I guess, Kyogre and Groudon. No, it's too much. It's a very busy design, but I love the colors. I love that it's a steel dragon. So I'll give it a B tier because I do think it's really cool. Like, it looks cool. Palkia, I don't know what they were thinking by making it actual penis shaped, like ball shoulders and boober head. It's really weird. I like that it's a water dragon, I guess. I think the colors are fine too. But come on. It's a C tier. Like, they wanted people to hate it, I feel like. Like, this was a fuck you to kids. Heatran doesn't look too appealing, but I like the idea of a fire, steel, volcano type, or lava dome Pokemon, whatever that means. Like the head it with its wings, or not wings, but horns that look weird. I like the weird mouth, the rocks embedded in it. I'll give it a C tier though. I cannot give it anything better in good conscience. Regigigas. I like that there's an ultimate Colossus. Like it's the legendary Titan, the master of them. I like the stripes. I love how it's a normal legendary. That's pretty cool. I really like that. It looks creepy, it looks strong. The ability it has is pretty debilitating. It makes it so there's no point in using it, which is kind of dumb. Also like how there's moss on it, like it's really old. I really like the design though, so it's A tier, even though I wish it was more than it is. Giratina, I know it looks just as busy and too much as the other two main legendaries of the Diamond and Pearl, but it is a ghost that looks creepy, and I like that. I like the origin form a bit more. I feel like, no, they are both fine. I like how the other one has 6 legs. Looks more like a dinosaur. This gets an A tier. I like the almost rib cage, bone-like, undead aspect. It's really cool. Cresselia is fine. For some reason it makes sense that this is only female. Like with the legendaries, I feel like that's like, you know, like a goddess or something. It's like a moon Pokemon. I kind of like the design. I kind of don't like the lack of more limbs or like the weird seahorse form. It's fine, it's a B tier. I hated playing against it because it's just so defensive, always healing itself, so annoying. Phione. Its status as a mythical Pokemon is often disputed, with contradictions occurring even between official sources. That's weird. I love that it's just a non-legendary legendary. Like, it can be bred. It's like a legendary that can evolve. I always liked that. I'm just reading the text. It's interesting. It can only be bred with Phione, or Manaphy rather, and Ditto. I like it. What are its space stats? 80 and everything? Okay, that's what I thought. It's cool, I like it. It's an A tier. And Manaphy is basically the same thing with slightly different details, so also an A tier. I'm reading the thing, but it doesn't explain why it is the way it is. Oh, it's in Smash Bros. I don't know, I like it. It's cute. It's a cute little water sprite. Darkrai. Wow, there are a lot of Pokemon in this gen. The throat is hurting. Darkrai is cool. It's a ghost. No, it's not a ghost. Sorry, it's dark type. Looks like it could be a ghost too. It's like almost too evil, crazy looking. I don't know. I would give the design an A, but I feel like Pokemon, there's this trend of making them too dark and edgy, I feel like, so. But still, I'll give it a B tier. I like that it's a nightmare Pokemon, basically. Shaman, now that's a cute legendary. I like the sky form a lot, but I think I like the land form more. It's like a little hedgehog, which is so cute. Its little eyes, little nose, the flower on the head. I want this as my pet. It's an S tier. Land form is S tier, sky form is A tier. It might be the cutest legendary, at least up to this point. Arceus, the god Pokemon. It's weird that they created a god Pokemon. and that it's a deer which with no antlers on its head but stuck in its own antlers. It's like, I think I read once that like it's Reddit comment or something. Oh, it's a deer that got stuck in a fence, and it really looks like it. It's kind of dumb, but I like it. It's a beat here. Wait, is Victini? Victini is 5th gen, right? Yeah, I'm not tiering that yet. Yeah, I think this gen had a lot of Pokemon. I love the pre-evolutions and evolutions of several Pokemon from old gens. But I also like not all of them, but most of the new ones. I feel like this gen had the most Pokemon that I thought were fine and good, like B tier, and not boring. And I like the games themselves. It's a really fun gen. Yeah. The first 4 gen are my jam. And of these, while I like 3rd gen the least, I still love it a lot. So thanks for watching. My name is Lee. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. I will go through all the gens eventually. You can also soon expect a video on the Kikonia visual novel. I still haven't read it, but maybe I'll continue today, maybe. I'll play some Mahjong in a bit. First I'll drink something. Oh man, I talked so much. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.